Well, we just got back from Argylle. Jake, what'd you think?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Anywho, yeah, we just got back from Argylle and started off February really strong, didn't we, Ty? Like we anticipated. I mean, going into this thing, I didn't expect too much. Matthew Vaughn, he directed Kingsman, which is kind of known for its like color pop, like kind of just outrageousness. This one kind of lived up to that hype of what I expected. The second half of the movie completely lost me. Like the first half, you're like, oh, this is gonna be a pretty good movie, and then it goes like the movie goes like this. I feel like. What I think happened was they thought of too many twists and too many ideas, and then they tried to fit them all into one movie, and this is the final product of that. I like kind of zoned out by the second half as well. I couldn't really I couldn't really stay in the batter's box and lock in. You want to subvert the audience's expectations, which is what this movie does really well, but it does it too much, overboard to a point where like you aren't invested in any characters anymore, and the stakes are not even high, because I'm not gonna spoil anything here, but like if a character gets shot, you think like they're probably not dead. That's all we'll say about that. But I do want to say one positive thing about it before you get into it. I want to say that the action sequences were pretty sweet at the beginning of the movie. And then I'd agree. That's yeah, exactly. I was enjoying like the combat in the train that you saw in the trailer, and a few other sequences. Obviously, okay, all the good parts are in the trailer, so like, which sucks for an audience member, because like I already like know that the guards are gonna come in, he's gonna break through the wood panels, and those were the best scenes still, even though I knew what was gonna happen, which makes me sad. The stuff that they didn't show for a reason, because it's like buried deep in the story, and they lost me at that point. But when the action scenes were starring Bryce Dallas Howard. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. I just want to straight up address the elephant in the room, Dua Lipa. And so, yeah, if you're going to go see her in a movie and, see her in that gold dress that you saw in all the trailers, I'd sit this one out, because I was mistaken. That was the one thing I was looking forward to that would maybe bring this movie some life, and yeah, I was right. So that's not who you're getting. We got this main actress, and Ty's going to tell you a little bit about her performance and what he thought about it. I was telling Jake, I don't know. She's not put in like great roles. Like it's kind of her like personality to be put in like these roles that are like not fun to watch. Hey, let me give a little shout out. Sam Rockwell, this guy right here, absolutely knocked it out of the park in this movie. I thought he was definitely the highlight for me. He was the only one that kept me from getting up and walking out of the theater, to be quite honest with you. I hope there's a reason why they didn't utilize their cast fully for what it was, because like they had some A-list actors in there, and they didn't really do much, which I guess is part of the subversion. You're missing out on some potential. So we said the action sequences were good. Visual effects are a different story. I know Stuckman also said the same thing. But it has to be addressed. I mean, like, yeah, I did. The visual effects were tough. That had me zoning out more than anything. That was also like supposed to be like in the book, so it was like fictional within the movie. So that's the only reason I was like, okay. Well, I knew that, because the CGI wasn't as obviously. The cat CGI was really shitty. End of the day, CGI tough. Go watch Stuckman's video. He like gives a big shout out to the stuntmen. I was keeping my eye out for them. They took some nasty falls, especially towards the end of the movie, and I was kind of laughing at that part. Yeah, I just watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood yesterday, so have some extra appreciation for this stuntman. Hell yeah. Shout out Cliff Booth. Right when the movie started, we're showing like who made the movie. First thing I see, Apple TV Plus production. Red flag goes off in my head. Anything that this like a streaming service makes, I don't think there's ever been anything good like made by a streaming service. Dude, the budget for this thing, 200 mil. That's pretty nuts. That's like an Avatar movie. Damn, bro. How are we throwing that money away like that? Like, it was not worth that much money, bro. I mean, the marketing push was probably part of the whole thing. I don't know if you saw the Kingsman movie, the most recent Kingsman movie, where they had the goats on the top of like a mountain in Russia. And it was the most random thing of all time. I hated that movie. with like a passion. I'm comparing that ending like with the craziness to this movie. Like this movie and that movie have super similar endings.
There's this one scene, Jake, I don't know if you recognized it. It was one of the last scenes, and it doesn't like
Star Wars
spoil
reference.
anything. Yeah.
I was like, Ty is eating this up right now. I know.
I mean, I like
knew it.
Star Wars, but like...
And then I thought
just
they
it
were
was-
gonna die. They dove into a vent. I'm not saying who.
Yeah, and I was like...
I was like, they're about to go into the sewer, into the garbage compactor pretty easily.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up the Star Wars reference for sure. That was just...
Was that what it was? That was
That was
definitely
fun.
that, right?
Oh, yeah. 100%. And then they opened
Especially
the door
like-
and a bunch of red smoke came
Yeah,
out. It was
I
like
was like, I
trying to be like a red lightsaber.
I'm gonna wrap it up with my comments on it. I think, as Ty said, they're gonna try to subvert your expectations. Like that's their goal. This one they did a little too much. I'm gonna rate this one. I mean, it's February and we're starting off with a nice 2 out of 5. Thank you very much. Want to go lower, but I hated it personally. So I'm coming off watching all these movies nominated for best film for the Oscars this year, and I'm gonna like try to catch up on that before the award season starts. So like I'm coming off like Past Lives, Anatomy of a Fall, like Godzilla -1 I mean, we're talking about a lot of big hitters, and then this one takes you back to reality, that not every movie's like Oscar worthy, and sometimes it's a money grab, and that's what this feels like this is.
Every movie you go to is not going to be 5 out of 5. It's not going to like try to bring emotions out of you. Like some people just want to go to escape, have a good time, eat some popcorn. That's what this movie is. It's a good popcorn movie. I mean, I enjoyed mine. I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5. Yeah, this movie, by the end of it, I just wanted to get in my car, head home. Yeah, it stinks we're starting out. This is like our first movie review on the channel, like solo review, but gotta start somewhere. Y'all go to the movie and form your own opinion, and let us know in the comments what you guys think or what you thought of the movie.
As your movie advisors, we'd recommend you don't go. At least I recommend that you don't go unless you're like Ty and you just want to have some popcorn and your cherry coke. Like,
Yeah.
you do your thing. It's not going to be something you're like, that was actually really good. It's going to be,
Yeah.
all right. I spent 2 hours. That was a long movie, on the side note. So,
It was long. We didn't know when it was gonna end.
alrighty guys, if you already watched the trailer, you've already seen the movie. Hope you guys have a great day. Peace. All right, P.S. We want to address the lighting situations. Ty is offshoot.
Oh yeah.
He didn't address this at the beginning, but he is at our parents' house watching the dogs right now pretty
Yeah.
aggressively. And yeah, as you can see, I kind of updated my setup as well. And
Yeah,
we
Jake's
got some
looking
blue
pretty
and some
aggressive over
orange.
there.
Feeling like a true YouTuber over here. So yeah.
Let's go. I overtook my dad's setup, so if you've been watching Pat McAfee show, this might look familiar. I don't know. All right.
See you guys.